So, Altdorf has fallen. We just sacked it, and now we're going to raise it. Bye bye, Altdorf. The Empire should be significantly weakened from the loss of Altdorf, and we can just finish off their pale husk. Got Kemperbad there. We'll start to move towards that. Cautiously, though. Got to be careful. Sigvald's army's been destroyed, by the way. So, we're in dire need of replenishment for his army. KHOLEK's army's not exactly in great shape either. So we're going to do that now. Take a few turns to build ourselves back up. And then we're going to push on the Empire. So the plan now is just to take out the Empire, finish off their remaining settlements, which shouldn't take too long. And then it's just Bretonnia we'll have to deal with. My only major concern now is the dwarves, because if you remember last time, I mentioned they have about 30 odd settlements. So they're pretty huge, which means they're going to have lots of armies, and they're probably allies with the Empire. So yes, we have to watch out for them, because they could put an end to us very quickly. There's some over there, but they're not dwarfs, they're Carrick-Norn dwarfs or something. Archaon's up here. He's going after Middenland. Those sneaky little Marienburgians managed to escape our slaughter and snuck up here and took a few settlements when we weren't looking. And they were hoping they were going to get by and that we wouldn't come back up here and look, but oh, we did. Archaon came and found them out, and now he's going to end them. So if we take these two places out, and then we can move on that. Actually, let's go after the let's get the army out the way, because I feel like I might take these two places out and then they'll go and take somewhere else, and it'll just be an annoying goose chase. So we'll just take the little army out so they can't go and take any other settlements, and then we'll finish off their settlements. I think that would be a wiser move. I think that's going to be less annoying potentially. A few turns later, I've sacked Middenheim, and now I be raising it. But in this time, there has been a turn of events in which Marienburg has confederated with the Empire, which didn't really gain them much. They only got like 2 settlements, and one of them was about to be raised, and now the other one's about to be raised because they don't even have an army there. So yeah, bit of a pointless move, but Marienburg just wanted to survive, I suppose. 11 settlements left. Okay, they got more than I expected. They must have quite a few down there. But that's okay. Hopefully the vampires will maybe push on them a little bit as well.
Stop that.
But yeah, this should be fine. There's some dwarves around which do worry me a little bit. KHOLEK's definitely not equipped to deal with dwarves very well, with all the Forsaken. Got a couple of Dragon Ogres though, or a lot of Dragon Ogres. See if we can get some of these settlements over here. I want to get Isleheart. And then Sigvald with his army can start moving down south a bit more. Doesn't seem to be any dwarves down here, which is fine. Keep moving. There's Nuln. We'll get on that. And there's just these few places. Wurtbad, I should say, before the Germans kick off. Archaon can finish off up north and then come down and help us out in the south. I think trying to assassinate some of these dwarf lords or heroes is a good idea. Critical success, beautiful. Because obviously dwarf lords are very tough. And KHOLEK by himself may not be able to take down 10 dwarf thanes. So, best to try and take him out with a cheeky bit of assassination. All the skill points. That'll do. Okay. I think we're ready to advance. See if the dwarfs overrun us somehow. I'm wondering what the vampires are going to do. I'm hoping, like I said, they're going to push on Empire. That would be good. And I'm still trying to get that allegiance with them. I can start setting war targets and things. Oh, they've left Isleheart undefended, and we've got a clear path to it. Oh, okay, good. That makes sense, doesn't it? You couldn't just roll in by sea and pull up next to it. You had to go in some stupid route and fuck us over. Okay, good. Love this game. Love this game sometimes. Best game ever. Now, let's push on towards Nuln. I don't think this has too much of a garrison. 10 units. I think we'll just hang back for now. We'll do a bit of raiding. Get some money off them. I don't want to attack because I feel like, or I worry that someone will attack me while I'm besieging it. Because it's going to take me a few turns, of course, to get the towers. And if an army attacks me there, I'm going to be outnumbered and probably in a bad spot. So we'll play it safe, see if anyone attacks us while we're near it. If they don't, we'll try and push on it. Try and get Archaon to finish this off, and then we don't have to worry about anything in the north. Apart from this random general in the Vampire Lands. What's he doing? All by himself. I wouldn't wander around these Vampire Lands too long, buddy. You may find yourself becoming a vampire. Is that how it works in Warhammer? With the vampires, if they bite someone, if they bite a human, does that human then turn into a vampire? Because there's only really a few vampires, because the vampire faction isn't actually made up of many vampires, is it? It's all just the lords, really. And the heroes that are vampires. Most of it's skeletons and monsters. What's the lore there? Does it work in the traditional vampire sense of if they bite someone, they become a vampire? Let me know. In other news, KHOLEK Norn have come over to get me, and Bretonia have attacked the crap out of me with heroes. Oh, the dwarves are allies with thingy. Not that they're the dwarves, but yeah. So my army's been hammered by heroes, which have assaulted my garrison, which has done ungodly amounts of damage to my units, which is just utterly ridiculous. So we'll have to pull back for now. We'll station up, try and replenish. Come on, Archaon, we need you down here, buddy. Sort this lot out. Brass key. Go bye-byes. We're not even going to sack it. Apparently I lost an exalted hero. Cool. Oh no, he's not quite dead. He's just about survived. Okay, good. North, safe, sorted. Let's push on the frickin' Empire. God, I can't wait to get them dead. Whew. It's been a long campaign. It's been a long campaign. The Empire have been around far too long. Volkmar needs to die. Properly die. So we'll start pushing on Null now. Get our siege on the go. A turn or two. And then we should be able to take over it pretty comfortably. And then we'll have to figure out a way past these dwarves so we can get to Isleheart. Research whatever. Okay. We've got all the skill points. One for my wizard. One for Archaon. And one for our exalted hero. Sweet. Okay, let's advance the turn and see how it goes down. I'm really hoping the vampires do start to push on the Empire. They'll make this go a lot quicker. And I really don't know why they don't. The Empire are in such a bad position. The vampires could just walk all over them. Those bastard Bretonians are trying to assault me. Gone all a bit quiet over here now. Those dwarves and Bretonians seem to have gone home. Isleheart's under threat. Oh, motherfuckers! I've been ambushed by dwarves, no less. That's embarrassing. Can dwarves even ambush? Who knows? I didn't think they would be ambushing, and to be honest, even if they were, and I did think they were, I don't really have a lot of choice. I either try and take Isleheart or I don't. There's a good chance they could have just fallen back and gone into the shadows. Then I wouldn't have known. So, either way, this was probably going to be the outcome. Can we win it though? That is the question. We don't know what their army was. It wasn't huge, but they do have a lot of armor, and we don't have a lot of armor piercing. But we do have KHOLEK, so that pretty much puts the odds in our favour. And we've got the normal Dragon Ogre units who are armor piercing, so they should be able to get through a fair few dwarves. Okay, they're coming at us, straight at us. Let's get KHOLEK into their general. Charge up the Forsaken. Stop the missiles firing. That's priority number 1, I think. Because I don't think they have anything in their army that will be able to stop KHOLEK, basically, apart from the missiles. They'd be the only worry for KHOLEK. So if we can sort them dead, that's right, sort them dead, we should be okay. Because KHOLEK will stomp through all this infantry. Armor piercing infantry, not a big deal for KHOLEK. He's such a beast. Tie all this up. They've got some gyrocopters we can do nothing about. But that's fine. They'll run out of ammo eventually. Start trying to get a bit of flanking on the go. KHOLEK doing on that lord. He's beating him down nicely. Cool. Yeah, I think we'll be fine, but it's hard to say. Because dwarves are incredibly resilient. And we're going to be lacking in leadership a little bit because of the ambush. We're wavering there already. We're beating through some of these ones though. Come on, KHOLEK. Get that damn lord dead. Bob's here as well. I think they'll definitely struggle to get 2 Shaggoth dead without missiles, although they do have their gyrocopters. I think they're the brimstone gun ones. Drop a little bit of this on these little dwarvies. Oh, Bob's getting a bit overrun here. He's getting targeted by the gyrocopters. Getting some help. Get him some help. Get that Lord. The sooner we get that Lord dead, the better. Some miners here are no problem at all. There we go. Double smash him in the face. Try not to get shot by the gyrocopters. Forsaken are struggling though, as expected. They lack the armor piercing to get through dwarves. Routing the missiles though, that's the important thing. If they can just chase off missiles, that's all good. So yeah, my armies in this campaign have been a bit weird. Sigvald's had a full army for most of it. KHOLEK's always had a small army. Like I say, or like I always say, I like to make my my campaigns kind of fair in a way. I don't just want to overrun every army that I face with, you know, 2 full stacks or something. So this forces me to be a little more tactical and a little more careful with my units and my Forsaken and stuff. I think what I'll try to do in future campaigns is to try to work around builds a bit more. Try to actually concoct a build with some game plans in mind that I can use in the campaign, just like I do in online builds. And this army is kind of one of them. An online build that I use is about 5 units of Forsaken, KHOLEK, Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, a couple of Manticores, one of them a Spellcaster, and just everything in the army is fast basically. So it's a really fast army that rushes up on the enemy, just overpowers them with those Dragon Ogres and just kind of gets stuck into them and distracts them almost with the Forsaken. And yeah, the army works that way, so it kind of catches people out because people don't expect a fast army from the Chaos, because the Chaos are generally quite slow with all the Chaos Warriors. So yeah, that sort of stuff is really fun. It's kind of like the selling point of Total War to me, is coming up with army concoctions and the different ways you can approach attacking an enemy with all your different concoctions and builds and combinations of units and spells and abilities and all this stuff. So that's what I'm going to try to do a bit more in campaigns, I think, rather than just like throw random units together. Which is kind of what I've done with this army, I think, or with this campaign, I think. At least for Sigvald. This campaign is really where I kind of built the build of KHOLEK's with the Forsaken and the Speed Rush army. It's kind of where it came from in the online sense. Is I built it in the campaign in the first place, enjoyed it, and thought, hey, this will work nicely against other human players. So that's kind of where it all started. Good old campaign. We're getting through these dwarves, but there's still a lot of them left, and they keep damn coming back, and we're running out of troops. Even Bob's taking a beating. KHOLEK's nearly down to half health. Killed their general now. It's just a case of finishing off these ones, which should be fine. KHOLEK can just literally bash through these and then keep going, bash into another unit, come back, bash again. He'll just keep racking up charge bonuses, and there won't be a lot left they can do. They do have an engineer there I should try and get rid of, because he's going to keep their morale in play. So we'll get the Dragon Ogre on him. Go on, Bob. Don't die, Bob. Don't be dying, Bob. You can't be dying, Bob. People need you. We need you. There we go. We got some routing. Got a few units left. Yeah, we got this. We're fine. Just got to kill this engineer who's nearly dead. And all should be well. Oh, there's some bastards over there. Get him, KHOLEK. Oh, there's some Dragon Ogres there. Get him. Get him, everyone. Get him. What are you doing? Get him. A lone Dragon Ogre is trying to get into them. It doesn't actually seem to be hitting them, though. Get a bit closer, buddy. Come on. We need you to actually hit them in the face so that their heads fall off. Come on. There we go. There we go. Good. Okay. Actually hitting them now. Cool. Just the gyrocopters left. They're low on ammo. Then they'll be useless. We've got this. We're fine. KHOLEK has just about survived. He doesn't really have enough left to take out Ironheart probably, though. So gonna have to go and replenish again. The story of our lives in this campaign. Come on, lads. What are you all doing? Why are you all just stood behind the guy at the front? No, you're missing. Hit him! Hit him! Closer! There we go, they routed anyway, it's fine. There we go! These little bastard dwarves have been defeated. That was kind of a close one, but I did always feel like they wouldn't really be able to do much against my Dragon Ogres, so not too worried. But they certainly messed us up a lot. They wiped out most of my Forsaken, which means I really don't have anything to take Ironheart with, which is slowing our progress, which annoys me immensely. And annoys KHOLEK even more. They've still got a fair few units left. Ugh. Okay, we're probably just going to have to fall back as much as we can. Let's just get as far away from them as possible. I think even if they come back, they won't be able to do a lot, so it should be okay. Let's get Archaon down, that's what we need. Come on, Archaon. We need you over here, buddy. We're getting our shit pushed in, as they used to say in Battlefield Bad Company 2. I'm getting my shit pushed in over here. I still remember that. It's weird how some random things stick with you from games. Isn't that weird? I think everyone has them. There's just little moments in games that you remember. Or just random lines of dialogue. Like, what other ones do I remember? What are the opening lines of Broken Sword? That game Broken Sword? Anyone remember that? That's an old ass game. As I pick myself up. I still remember that as like one of the first lines of the game. For some reason, that stuck in my head. That's a game I probably played like, I don't know, 15 or so years ago. And just the words, as I pick myself up, reside in my head for some reason. I can't remember much of the game itself, other than trying to solve a murder and stuff, but for some reason that one line sticks in my head. Anyway, we've taken Nuln. That is ours now. We shall... Ooh, it's worth quite a lot. We'll sack it, and then we'll raise it up. But yeah, it's interesting how certain things get stuck in your head. I think everyone has them. What are yours? What one-liners from games? Well, not even one-liners, just parts of games, just words, sentences that you remember. Let me know some of yours. I'm curious to what we all remember. I probably remember a lot of Metal Gear Solid ones. Hurt me more! That was what one of the bosses said. Grey Fox. Oh, spoiler. The ninja in Metal Gear Solid 1. He said that a lot when you were fighting him. There's a really old, peculiar one that probably no one will know. But there used to be a game. I only ever played the demo of it on my uncle's PlayStation 1. That's how long ago this was. Roscoe McQueen. Anybody heard of that game? You played as a fireman. You literally ran around putting out fires in this weird thing. And he used to say, "Ah, God's precious gift." Like talking about water, because obviously he was a fireman. So yeah, it's just like a really completely random one. There's probably a lot of Abe's Odyssey ones in my head. I played a lot of that game as a kid. Damn, this is bringing back some memories. But yeah, what one-liners do you remember? Does anyone remember Roscoe McQueen? I'll be very surprised if they do. I never actually played the full game, but... Anyway, let's finish off Nuln. We got to do a frickin' siege, though. Oh, God. Didn't we just leave a hole in the wall from last time? Looks like the vampires are pushing out a bit, though. I don't think they were this far over before. That's always good. The more vampire lands they can take, the more they can mess with the Empire. Here we go. Quite a few places left. I've still been sending them gifts and stuff occasionally, trying to get a non-aggression pact, but no, still don't want it. Eventually they'll give. The friendlier we get, they will give us a non-aggression. Eventually. Let's see if anyone comes after us. I've got RK on there now. He's come down a bit. He should be able to help KHOLEK get rid of those dwarves. And then the more western parts of the Empire will be ours. Ironheart here. They've got one little unit there, but that's not going to do nothing. He's not even anywhere near it, is Archaon, but he's somehow taking it. They're just that terrified of him, they all just killed themselves. Bit of money, do we need it? Probably not. Let's just raise it. Let's just get this show a bit more on the road. Ironheart has fallen. Ooh, nice. There we go. Okay, good. So now it's just that little southeast section that we need to get rid of next to the vampires. But there probably will... I'm worried about dwarves being over there, though, because there's lots of mountains in that region. Okay, here we go. Let's finish off Nuln. Let's get that dead. And then we've made a nice bit of progression. It's weird how it costs you money if you sack somewhere twice in a row. What are you paying for? Anyway, we'll leave it there. I'll leave you not on a cliffhanger for a change. That's nice of me, isn't it? And we'll continue this, but we're doing well. We've got Arhat taken out. We've got Nuln taken out. Just a small cluster of Empire places left. And this campaign will surely draw to a close.